Immigration without assimilation is invasion. What we're seeing in Canada right now is even worse than that. We are seeing immigration with state-sponsored terror on our streets. Check this video out from this weekend in Niagara Falls. For 4 hours, police didn't show up. Check this out.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Genocide no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is not a state. Israel is not a state. We don't want to stay. Bring us back to 48. Bring us back to 48. Every single person that's watching right now, your tax dollars that you work so damn hard for are being used to fund the genocide of innocent men, of innocent women, of innocent children in Gaza, in Palestine.
If these were people standing up for conservative values, if this was an anti-abortion rally, you would have non-stop headlines, CBC, CTV, every state-sponsored news propagandist talking about how our democracy is at risk. There are terrorists on our streets. We need to be scared of the right-wingers. But our streets have been now being shut down in Canada for 2.5 years by people rolling fake body bags on the street, fake blood on their hand, covering their faces, masks on their face. You'll notice in that video, nearly everybody has a mask on like a coward, can only see the slits of their eyes. And we are told that we are racist, we are xenophobic, if we point out that there are literally state-sponsored terrorists on our streets every day. The chance, I am not exaggerating to you, you see Hamas headbands, Hamas flags. I know many Canadians are not familiar with these symbols, but I guarantee you, I have seen these rallies up close for 2.5 years in Montreal, in Ottawa, and Toronto. There are Hamas supporters at these rallies. And not only do they not get shut down, the police force is escorting them down the street. And if you get in their way, the police go after you. We are literally rolling the red carpet out now in Canada for Hamas supporters to shut our civilization down. This is a suicidal move for our civilization. Literally what we are seeing is the Cloward-Piven strategy play out in real time, the Red-Green Alliance, where these far-left woke ideologues who control our government are teaming up with these jihadis to intentionally destabilize Canada in the interest of taking our civilization down. It makes no sense on its face. The woke ideologues would not last for 2 seconds in these Middle Eastern countries. You try to wave your pride flag, wave your gays for Gaza sign there, you will be dead in an incredibly short period of time. And that is not an exaggeration. You could not survive that lifestyle there. But in Canada, in the insane Canadian society in the year 2025, we are seeing collusion between our extreme communist far-left government led by WF Davos Brookfield Asset Management tool, Mark Carney, and the extremists in his cabinet like Sean Fraser, who wants to shut down your ability to criticize the government, Anita Anand, who cheerleads Hamas, Chrystia Freeland, the absolute crook who recently went to steal more money in a so-called convoy to Ukraine after selling us out for billions of dollars to China, aligning with radical jihadis. I kid you not. These protests have to stop, and they have to stop now. Our civilization in Canada cannot survive much longer with these vile, disgusting people having carte blanche to scream whatever they want on our streets. This is not protest. This is a takeover. This is a takeover. I have seen these up close time and time and time again. Intifada, from the river to the sea, death to Canada, burning Canadian flags. Enough is a goddamn enough. The Canadian government's primary responsibility is to the Canadian people, and they are currently siding with extremist groups over the people of Canada. 95% of the Canadian people are sick of this. We have a record 2 million Canadians using food banks every year. The unaffordability crisis is as bad as it's ever been. Rental prices and homeownership prices have skyrocketed since the commie Justin Trudeau took over in 2015, and it hasn't gotten any better. There are an estimated excess 70,000 Canadians who die every year because of our broken healthcare system that's absolutely overrun due to the fact that we've allowed 8 million people into this country in the past decade. It is a absolute disaster zone in Canada. These woke ideologues have ruined the country, taken meritocracy away from Canada. Every job application asks, are you Indigenous? Are you lesbian? Are you gay? There's no way Canada is going to be leading the AI revolution. At Dalhousie University, they just posted a job for a leading AI scientist, but it has to be a disabled woman. I kid you not. This woke ideology is going to be the end of Canada. But what do? They tell the police to give carte blanche to these terror supporters who are on our streets every single day. I'm not kidding you. In Ottawa, it is every single goddamn day. Thousands of people. Can you imagine, as a Canadian, if you were to immigrate from Canada to another country and you decide to wave Canadian flags, yell death to that country? Do you have any idea, if you were to do that moving to the Middle East, how you would be treated? I can tell you right now, you wouldn't be breathing for very long. But in Canada, what do? We welcome them in with open arms. This is classic far-left Cloward Piven strategy. They are intentionally disrupting our civilization. Tell me how it is the best interest of the Canadian people to have these radicals intimidating Canadian citizens on the streets every day. And that's exactly what they're doing. They are intimidating Canadian citizens. I've seen it up close time and time again. Do not let the CBC, do not let CTV gaslight you. These are not friendly people. They are here to take over. Read a history book. Once the population in Canada gets 10% Muslim, the extremists take over. I'm sure in positions of power, we already have some extreme people. Anita Anand being one of them. I'm sure she's one of several in this group of commies. Mark Carney doesn't even spend any time in the country. He spends his entire time as Prime Minister jet-setting around, making money for him and his buddies at Brookfield Asset Management. It's sick, Canada. We need to wake up. We need to force in the House of Commons a vote of non-confidence, because I strongly believe that if we even have another 2 years of Liberal leadership, with them allowing 1.5 million people into the country a year, we are done for. Mark Carney wants to allow 1.5 million people in between temporary and permanent workers, despite the fact that 75% of Canadians say they don't want more immigrants. The Canadian society cannot withstand this anymore. Write your MP. We must demand a vote of no confidence. Mark Carney is a crook looking to get his buddies at Brookfield Asset Management richer and richer. He is a tool of the WF in Davos, where he spent his entire career working, and Canada can no longer suffer from this communist leadership. Carney is just here to finish the job that Trudeau started, and what's gone on in Niagara this past weekend is a perfect example of the future that they foresee for Canada if we do not fix things, and we do not fix things very quickly. Please hit the link in my bio, register for the newsletter. I'm going to be organizing Conservative Canadians. We need to get organizing. I'll also be setting up a Discord server. But if you join my mailing list, I'll be sending out information from there. Please like, share, subscribe, join, become a member if you'd like to support this work. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you're following YouTube, youtube.com/@FightForCanada2025. Because I'm over 20,000 followers and the Canadian government's not a big fan of distance. Canadians have had enough.